Hi everyone, welcome to my greenhouse, and this is my first attempt at really growing tomatoes here. Last year I just did them in small pots and they end up drying too quickly. This year I'm being a little bit more on with it for keeping them watered during the heat. Let's take a look at a few of them. So here we have a yellow pear. Seems to be doing very well. And I'm more or less making just double leaders, though there are a couple that I kind of missed, but I got a little bunch of tomatoes there, so I'm just gonna let them. And I'm just gonna let them climb all the way to the roof. You can see this one beside it. It's a sun gold cherry. And just for perspective, I'll get my hand underneath here. That's how long some of these are getting. And they're all over the place up top. Especially right up here. Sorry, and hopefully I didn't blast you in the sun. Over here, I have some sad looking propagating, but that's just because of the heat. But here you can see this guy's actually ready to go in a planter or the soil. I have a few here actually ready. I see this guy's ready too. You see his roots down there. These guys I just did the other night, so they're just gonna have to ride this heat wave. And all I'm doing is pulling the suckers off. I don't know if I have any good examples in here right now. Actually, I do. Over here in this, it's a sweet 100 cherry tomato. So right here I see a sucker that I missed. And generally the suckers are growing at a 45. You see, so it's gonna be this middle one. So it's gonna be right above a sunleaf, right beside the main, and then it's growing at a 45. So in all these cruxes here, like I nipped that one when it was small. I'm kind of missed this one, I think. So that'll grow into a sucker. Same one I just noticed this one too. That's going to grow into a sucker. So if you let them grow up a little bit and just pluck them, drop them into some water, just like so, right? You see I've pulled them pretty small, all the way up to, these guys are pretty big. I'm not sure if these guys are going to be making it. I pulled them off just the other night in the heat. There's a sun gold. I'm going to do the same thing. Train them all the way up to the ceiling. And then just on the outside of the greenhouse, we've got a bunch more. Another sweet 100 growing along the marigolds. You can see some of them are a little close to the ground, and then it starts to climb. We got lots going on here. I'm going to take them right up, let them arch over the greenhouse. Next is a Rapunzel. These ones are actually one of the longer ones I'm noticing. This one's getting crazy long. So I can't wait to see what it does as it starts getting taller. And then what do we have down here? Another sun gold. So these guys are actually looking pretty good. And I got like peas and lettuces and stuff. Over here I got like zucchini, which I'm cutting every night. You see a few in here ready to go. Nasturtium, kind of a spicy leaf. Same with the flower, you can actually eat the flower. It's got a very peppery type taste to it, so be ready. But I heard they're very nice to add to salads just for a bit of color. Here's a yellow one. And here I got a watermelon. He's looking a little dry, so I just have a milk jug here with a little hole. It's actually almost out of water. So hopefully he recovers. And then all these tomatoes, got yellow pears and some golds and stuff. Same with all these, they're all just propagated. And cucumbers I actually got because someone was throwing them out. More tomatoes. Again, those are just suckers that have been pulled. And then I just trim them so there's nothing on the bottoms anymore. And then just start going up from there. Catnip. Kind of a nice little, the bees love it. And then there's all the beefsteaks coming in. Put my hand in here for perspective. They're doing okay. Sounds like getting pretty good. A couple of them here doing pretty good actually. A little ugly, but yeah, isn't that what beefsteaks are like? And then we have a Rapunzel mixed in with, this is actually a sucker that I just stuffed in the ground for fun, and it took off. Same with this one. And this one, I didn't really think that they would take. I just shoved a sucker in the ground. And then, so you can see the Rapunzel sitting behind it. Get a good view of its size. This is gonna be crazy. I love it. Big old beefsteak. These are wildflowers. Except for that, it's like a begonia, I think. No. Petunia. Yeah, that's my little tomato tour. Here's our little garden table that we made. Just the father-in-law's bicycle tires from his old bicycle. And then we just hand drew a couple things on for fun. Took a torch to make all the burn marks and stuff, bring out some of the textures. And then just free live edge wood. Just some of the mills, they just leave it out front. It's not really any good for them. They're looking for the good boards in the middle. So they just kind of give that stuff away for free. And as you can see, more tomatoes. Patio tomato. This one actually was a survivor from last year. We brought him inside just because he was looking kind of nice. The cat didn't like to go near it at all, so we brought him in. So he's actually on his second year. Been having to trim them, but you can see there are tomatoes coming in. I got a little trimming to do. I see some yellow, so I gotta take all that right off. No deadness. No deadness. Just grab the ugly and pull. Try to get them down to the shoulders. I don't think I can reach that one at the moment. I got some tiny little clips for that. This is a small little tiny Tim tumbler tomato, so a little trickier to work on sometimes. Yeah. Anyway, good luck in your garden. Have fun.